We're honored to be here tonight as we celebrate the life and legacy of our good friend, Charlie Kirk.
The applause was deafening. Hundreds of eyes fixed on her, cameras flashing. Every word soaked in admiration. But behind the smiles, behind the standing ovation, there was a story no one expected. A story of grief, of resilience, of a woman carrying a legacy she never asked for. Tonight, Erika Kirk steps onto a stage, and the world thinks it's a celebration. But what they don't see is the battle she's still fighting. Stay with me, because this is the moment that would change everything. And before we continue, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join us on Unraveled Crime, because what happens next, you won't believe. Erika Kirk walked onto the stage. Every eye in the room was on her. Every camera lens zoomed in. She wasn't just accepting an award. She was stepping into history. The Charlie Kirk Legacy Award wasn't just a trophy. It was a symbol, a reminder of a life lived loudly, boldly, and unapologetically, of a man who reshaped a generation, Charlie Kirk. He wasn't a president, not a senator, not even a politician. Yet somehow, he had changed the rules of the game. He had courage, he had vision, and when he died, that vision didn't die with him. It passed quietly into the hands of the one person who could carry it forward, Erika. The crowd rose to their feet as she took the podium. Cheers echoed, cameras flashed. It was the kind of ovation you see in films, the kind that tells you something monumental is happening. But Erika knew the truth. The applause wasn't just celebration. It was expectation, pressure, the weight of continuing a mission that had already consumed a lifetime. Charlie had always been extraordinary, a man who made politics feel like something young people could understand, something they could care about. He started Turning Point USA without stepping foot in college. Only in America could an 18-year-old dream big and make it real. And he did. Every student he inspired, every campus he entered, he left a mark. He wasn't just teaching politics. He was teaching courage, conviction, the value of standing for something bigger than yourself. And yet, there was another side. The side few saw. Behind every speech, behind every viral moment, there was a man praying, reflecting, dedicating himself to words that mattered. Lord, let the words that we speak be the words people need to hear, he would whisper before every event. And Erika watched it all, supporting him, challenging him, sharing the weight of that responsibility. Tonight, Erika wasn't just speaking. She was carrying an entire movement on her shoulders. She spoke of Charlie's courage, of the fight for freedom, faith, and the future, of students, churches, and thousands of people whose lives had been touched. Charlie Kirk knew that evil wins when good people stay silent, she reminded the audience. Every word landed like a hammer, every pause a heartbeat of grief and defiance. And then came the twist. As Erika detailed her husband's principles, the applause rose to a crescendo, standing ovation. Every head bowed, every eye filled with admiration. But something subtle, almost invisible, was happening. A contradiction. The applause masked the struggle behind it. The grief, the sleepless nights, the battles fought in silence. Erika's smile shone brightly on camera, but her eyes told a different story. She was strong, determined, brave, but the truth was, carrying a legacy like this comes with a cost. Erika's strength wasn't just in speeches, it was in moments no one saw. She woke up every day knowing the world was watching. Every decision, every word, every movement, scrutinized. And yet, she continued. Because that was Charlie's way. Because that was what he believed. Because she believed. I will never stay silent, she said. Every word deliberate. Every beat measured. I'll keep speaking the truth no matter the cost. The audience heard courage, but behind the words were tears. Wounds still raw, a family still mourning, and a mission still incomplete. This is what true courage looks like. Not just standing under applause, but standing in spite of it. Charlie had a gift, a rare one. He made ideas matter. He made patriotism tangible. He made young people care about something bigger than themselves. And Erika? She inherited that gift. She reminded everyone that legacy isn't just about awards. It's about action, influence, changing lives. The Turning Point USA chapters, the students inspired, the churches engaged, the voices lifted. It was all part of Charlie's vision, and now Erika's responsibility. And here's where the suspense builds. The room saw applause, cameras saw smiles. But the reality? Erika knew this was only the beginning. The mission wasn't done. The fight had only intensified. The weight of legacy is heavy, and sometimes it's invisible. Here's what most people don't realize. The ovation wasn't just for Charlie, it was also for Erika, for her bravery, for her refusal to surrender, for taking on a mantle no one could imagine carrying alone. She stood there accepting the award, but in that moment, the narrative shifted. The spotlight wasn't just on a late man's achievements anymore, it was on the woman who would carry them forward. The crowd didn't fully see the complexity, the balance between grief and resolve, the quiet battles behind the cameras, and that is what made this moment unforgettable. Every pause in her speech, every heartfelt story, reminded the audience of a simple truth. Legacy isn't about being remembered. It's about what you leave behind in the hearts of others. Charlie left a movement. Erika left resilience. Together, they left a message. Never stay silent. Stand firm. Fight for what you believe. Inspire the next generation to do the same. And the stakes? Higher than applause. Higher than cameras. Higher than awards. The stakes are the future itself. As the ovation faded, Erika stepped down from the podium. Cameras clicked. Reporters whispered. Social media lit up. But in the quiet moments afterward, she reflected on the enormity of what she'd inherited. The award, the applause, the public recognition. All of it was just the beginning. The true test wasn't on stage. It was in the days, months, and years ahead. The work to continue Charlie's vision, to honor his principles, to inspire a generation. And she was ready. Because courage isn't the absence of fear. It's stepping forward anyway.
We're honored to be here tonight as we celebrate the life and legacy of our good friend, Charlie Kirk.
He led a powerful movement rooted in faith, freedom, and a deep love for this country.
Charlie was courageous, bold, and committed to sharing his vision for America, its families, and the future.
His death marked a turning point for this nation. Charlie wasn't president. He wasn't even a politician, but he shaped a generation through his words.
We're just trying to reinstitute the founding principles, free market, fiscal responsibility. We don't consider this a Republican versus Democrat issue, but rather a generational one.
Charlie Kirk was bigger than life. Not only was he tall, but his message was big, well beyond his years, and really caring about the next generation.
Charlie understood very, very early on that there was a void, especially on college campuses for young people.
There have been a lot of youth organizations on campuses. They've met with varying degrees of success, but nothing even coming close to comparison of Turning Point. And the reason for that was Charlie Kirk.
I founded Turning Point USA to tell young people in America that there's a better way than big government and old school corruption.
I did this instead of going to college, which is the great irony of the whole thing, to start a college movement without actually going to college. Only in America is that possible, where an 18-year-old can start with nothing and just a dream and build something and really see that success.
Charlie Kirk made conservatism cool. He went into a battlefield where he knew many of the people would reject him, yet he still went.
Charlie understood that to change a dynamic, you had to reach them on a personal level, and that became his signature.
What strikes me about this generation This generation is the most conservative generation that we have seen in well over 50 years, and the numbers show it. This is the greatest generational realignment since Woodstock.
In 2024, he was just flat out indispensable. When in your life did you ever think Republicans would take the youth vote or even get close?
He has impacted everyone in so many different ways, even the ways that we can't even see.
It's people like Charlie Kirk who revolutionized me, who made me realize the value in being a patriot. He made me understand the freedoms that we are so blessed to have here in America.
For Charlie, God came first, Erika and the children came second, and somewhere down was his calling.
What most people don't realize is before he stepped behind any microphone or in front of any camera, he prayed and he dedicated, Lord, let the words that we speak be the words that you want us to speak, to be the words that people need to hear.
He's amazing. I'm very blessed.
And I would not have been able to do any of it without Erika, and that's the real truth.
Today we're here to honor and remember a fearless warrior for liberty, beloved leader who galvanized the next generation like nobody I've ever seen before, the late, great Charlie Kirk.
Charlie was full of energy and life. He made politics fun, and we haven't had that in a very long time in this country. This is a man who touched an entire generation of Americans, electrified them, and made them patriots. And he did, in fact, change history. Charlie Kirk was an American original.
God is not done with the United States of America. Our best days are ahead of us.
In the wake of Charlie's death, his wife Erika has made it her mission to keep his legacy alive.
It is our great honor to present the first ever Charlie Kirk Legacy Patriot Award to the woman who refuses to surrender.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Erika Kirk.
I do too. I do too. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Thank you so much to the Fox News family. Thank you so much to Jesse and everyone that loved my husband so well. Thank you. Tonight, as I receive this award on behalf of my incredible husband, it's not just myself that's receiving it on his behalf. It is also our incredible Turning Point USA staff. It's our incredible Charlie Kirk Show staff. It's our 4,200 chapters on high school campuses and college campuses. It's the 800,000 student leaders that we have a part of our Turning Point USA family. And it's also the 800,000 students, yes, it's a lot, and the 8,000 churches that are a part of TPUSA Faith. Charlie would always tell myself and others that America is worth fighting for. And it is, always will be. And I'll never forget the time where someone told him, I appreciate what you're saying, I just don't really like how you're saying it. I don't like your delivery, and I think you could reach more people if you changed that. And with his smirk, he would say, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. It's not how I'm saying it that's upsetting people. It's the fact that I'm saying the truth that's upsetting people. That's what he would say. And he would say the reason why they're upset is because the truth is convicting them. And they know it, and that's what the truth does. It convicts you, it changes you. And he knew that. And that's why he always spoke the way he did. He wasn't afraid to say the truth, to defend the truth, to lean into it, to not follow the crowd. He was a leader of it. He never fled from the spiritual battle that's ahead, and we all know it. We all feel the spiritual warfare. This whole room feels it. This whole nation feels the spiritual warfare. But Charlie would say that's how you know you're over the mark, when you feel it, when the enemy is there. That's how you know you're doing the Lord's work. And that's how you know you're defending truth. And that was his true barometer, was when he would feel that spiritual warfare. And I watched him pour every ounce of himself into the students, into raising up the most courageous generation, and inspiring so many people to stand firm in faith and to love this country. And I know this award is about legacy. It's about my legacy, our children's legacy, my husband's legacy, but it's also about your legacy. And I really want you to take a minute tonight to think about what that is. What are you leaving behind for your children? What are you standing for your family? Will you be proud of that when you get to heaven and stand before the Lord? Just think on that and pray on that, because I want to encourage you to know and understand something that Charlie knew and understood so deeply. He knew that evil wins when good people stay silent. And so for the rest of my life, I will make sure that I don't stay silent. I'll keep speaking the truth, no matter the cost. No matter the cost. And I pray that all of you do too, for Charlie. Thank you. God bless you.
Erika Kirk stood under the applause, but the story didn't end there. Behind every award, every standing ovation, lies a deeper truth. The kind of truth that changes how we see legacy, courage, and the people who fight in silence for the world we live in. If you want to hear more stories like this, stories of legacy, courage, and the hidden battles behind public moments, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Unraveled Crime, and turn on notifications. Leave a comment below. What would you do if you were in Erika's shoes? How far would you go to carry a legacy that isn't yours, but the world depends on you to protect? Stay tuned, because the next story will take you even deeper into the truth behind public appearances and the secrets no one ever tells.